some clients and barbers don't understand why certain barbers charge what they charge. And I think because of that murkiness or that misconception or confusion, both clients and barbers got the game all messed up. Now, this post was on a video of mine where I was talking about pricing and my philosophy and belief on how a barber should evaluate their services. This guy chimes in and believes that barbers are a lower to middle class skill set and we are trying to get rich off of barbering. I don't know this guy. At least I don't think I do. He's got an avatar as as his avatar. So I'm not sure if I've ever cut this dude's hair before or not. However, in his later response, he gives examples of what upper class trades are. And he mentions plumbing, auto mechanic, electrician, yada, yada, yada. Now, I Googled it. I couldn't quite figure out what he meant by this or how he justified his claim. I will say this, and this goes for every single industry where the independent worker has the ability to control their prices and the services they provide. You are not worth what you think your time is worth. You are worth what someone will pay you for your time. So for example, let's just say you're a plumber, as I used to be. I was a plumber for about 4 years in Minneapolis, a long time ago. I was never an independent. I was an apprentice in the apprenticeship program. And I would say that if I were to be an independent plumber, I would not have the ability to just charge whatever I wanted to. Now, if somebody were to ask me to do something that was extremely inconvenient, I could say, look, I'm not going to do that for anything less than this amount. And I would have to, hope that other people would support me, other plumbers, I should say, would support my pricing model in that regard, right? But ultimately, it's up to the client, the end user, to price shop and say, okay, he's charging me this, she's charging me that, they're charging me this. That's no different in the hair care industry. That's no different in the auto mechanic industry. If someone wants their oil changed, for the most part, mechanics and people that work in the auto industry, they don't just randomly set an arbitrary number. They base their pricing off of what the going rate is. So when a person thinks that barbers are trying to just get rich off of barbering, first of all, we got to define rich. Because as a guy that I think I do pretty well for a barber, I by no means am rich. I'm comfortable. I'm secure as a mug, but yeah. Now, if you are, let's just say you're a plumber or a mechanic or whatever, and you are extremely busy and you're turning down jobs because you don't have time on your schedule to accommodate all of those jobs, then you are in a situation where you need to charge more. And I can say that based on what I've experienced in the hair industry is that a lot of barbers do not understand that concept. So they come in and they say, oh, this barber charges 50, so I'm just going to charge 50. Like, they don't have the backbone to stand on that because a client will test you. They'll say, oh yeah, you think your services are worth 50? Cool, I'll go somewhere else. Those barbers are then left to starve. Eventually, they will starve themselves out of the industry, or they will lower their prices. So when you got a barber that is able to sustain themselves for years on years on years, charging ridiculous amounts, it's a good chance that either A, they are worth that, or B, they're not in the industry anymore. So, but again, this goes for any industry. If you are an electrician, if you're charging a client X amount of dollars to do a job, they then go get bids from other people to do the same job. If your bid comes in too high and you're consistently losing jobs because your bids come in too high, you're going to go out of business real fast. Or you're going to start to compare your pricing to other people. And you're going to say, you know what? I can't charge this because I'm not getting this. And my time is no longer worth what I thought it was. So then you have to come back down to earth. Now, the beauty about the hair industry is it's ubiquitous. Everybody does hair everywhere. There's now whether or not you think they do a good job or not, that's immaterial. People that have resentment for barbers that charge a certain amount of money, that's cool, have that, but be productive with that concern. If you don't like the fact that a barber charges X amount of dollars, go to a barber that fits in your budget. Stop talking crazy about the industry as if that's going to change anything. Throw your little temper tantrum inside of a cutters or of sport clips. Nobody cares because it's not going to change anything. That barber that thinks their time is worth X amount of dollars a haircut, good for them. If you don't agree, don't spend your money there. But stop throwing a hissy fit. This guy to me gives off LDE. What's that? LDS. Little you know what syndrome. You can't fix anything through complaining, brother. If you feel like a haircut is only worth a certain dollar amount to you, shut your cheap ass up and go somewhere that's in your budget. Flat out. Like this, that's all I can really tell you. I personally, I am in agreement with this person. I do think a lot of barbers and stylists are coming into the game far too high. They are pricing themselves out of the market and can't understand why they're slow. I agree with that, but it makes no sense to complain about it. Either you pay the person what they're charging or you go elsewhere. Find something that's in your budget. Shut up about it. But complaining on Beyonce's internet about this is stupid. It's in futility. It's not going to compel anybody to make a change. It's just going to make you look like you got LDS, my boy. But that's just my 2 cents. But I'm telling you, this rings true for every industry. If you are in a situation where you control your pricing, you control the services that you provide, whether you are mowing grass, whether you are fixing cars, plumbing, electricity, carpentry, power washing, houses, whatever. People have the ability to price shopping and do price comparisons. If you come out too high and can't justify your pricing, you're gonna starve. You're gonna end up out of the industry in no time. So again, I don't understand the value of trying to tell me that I am a lower class worker trying to get rich off barbering. But if it makes you feel better, that's fine with me too, dog. Just stay on your side of the street. I'll stay on mine. I'll charge my prices. I'll stay busy like I do every day. And life will continue to be good over here. I hope you're winning in life as well. Anyone that has a thought or opinion on this topic, I would love to hear it. Even if you disagree with me, I think this is a great conversation to have. But yeah, man, Sean Cuss H on all social media. I stream Thursday through Monday on TikTok from 2 different perspectives, Sean Cuss H as well as Tiger Cuts. I stream Thursday through Monday on the other platforms, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Instagram at Sean Cuss H. Please let all the buttons do all the things. I appreciate your time.